So we've talked about slope, we've talked about intercept. Now we are putting things together and talking about what's called slope-intercept form. Okay, there's actually three different forms of linear equations. We're going to mainly focus on our slope-intercept form. So we talked about those were proportional relationships that we keep coming back to reference. And we said the equation looks like y equals kx, which is constant of proportionality. Now we said, okay, in a proportional relationship, the constant proportionality is the same thing as our slope. Well, if we're talking about any relationship now, okay, that slope we're going to call m, okay? It has to do, I think, with a French word for mountains or something like that, but really you just need to know that m is going to be the slope, okay? The b at the end is our y-intercept. So slope-intercept form is y equals mx plus b, where the y and the x are always there. The m represents the slope. The b represents the y-intercept. Okay, so keep in mind, once again, in our proportional relationship, okay, the k was the constant proportionality, which was the same thing as the slope. And we also knew it went through the origin. And we said that means that the y-intercept was 0. Well, in that case, we don't need to write the plus 0. Okay, so that's why it was just y equals kx in that case. So we know slope-intercept form is y equals mx plus b. We're going to look at some scenarios here where we're given the slope and the intercept in one way or another. Okay, and we need to write our equation in slope-intercept form. So example 1, write the equation of the line that has a slope of -3/4 and has a y-intercept of 4. Well, the slope just gets stuck in front of the x, and the intercept is that constant at the end. So all we would have to do is say y equals -3/4 x plus 4, and that's our equation. Example 2, write the equation of the line that has a slope of 2 and a y-intercept of -5. Slope goes in front of the x, y-intercept goes at the end. Y equals 2x, and since it's a -5, we write that as -5. Hopefully not too bad. Write the equation of the line that has a slope of -4 and goes through 0, 3. And now this one's starting to look a little bit different, but remember we said that y-intercepts happen when the x is 0. So this is just another fancy way of saying the y-intercept is 3. So slope of -4, y-intercept of 3 would be y equals -4x plus 3. Okay, write the equation of the line that goes through 0, -2, and 4, 6. And now I'm starting to give you less and less information, but it doesn't mean we can't do this because we know how to find the missing pieces. We need the slope and we need the y-intercept. Now, based on the last question, we said y-intercepts happen when that x is 0. So this is the y-intercept. But we need to know the slope, but we know how to find the slope from two ordered pairs. So in order to find the slope, we're going to do y minus y over x minus x. So I think it's easier. Maybe you disagree, but I'm going to do 6 minus -2. Okay, and I started with this y, so I'm going to start with that x. So 6 minus -2 over 4 minus 0. This turns into 6 plus 2. So we get 8 over 4, which is 2. So now we know the slope is 2. We know the y-intercept is -2. So our equation is y equals 2x minus 2. And now we have some graphs. Okay, so from the graph, we're going to identify what is the slope and what is the y-intercept. So the y-intercept here, I can see it crosses, okay, at 4. So I'm just going to say y-intercept is 4. Now I need another point in order to find my slope. So I'll put that point right there. We're going to start at, doesn't matter which one, just make sure we give correct signs to things, but I'm going to start the top one and go down 3. Down is negative, so that's -3. And then 2 to the right, which is a +2. which means our slope, our m, is rise over run, -3/2. So now putting that together in an equation, we get y equals -3/2 x plus 4. Okay, and our last one, tinier scale, so a little harder to see, so sorry about that. But our graph crosses right there, so that means our y-intercept is -1. I need another point, and I believe this point right here is good. And so from there, we're going to count up 1, 2, 3, so a rise of 3, and a run of 1, 2, 3, 4. So our slope, our m, is a +3 over a +4. And now my equation is y equals 3/4 x minus 1. Okay, so for all of these questions, figure out your slope, figure out your intercept. You just throw those numbers into an equation, and that's it.